Hello everyone and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian, your host. If you're tired of the smear campaigns, the media gaslighting and the endless obsession with tearing down Harry and Meghan, you're in the right place. Today's story is explosive. We're talking about Kate Middleton reportedly stepping in to advocate for Meghan and Harry amid a royal title row. Yes, you heard that right. The same Kate who has been silent for years while Meghan was attacked is now being painted as the voice of reason. But is it real compassion or just palace PR spin? Let's break it down. So for a few moments, let us step away from that cacophony together and find solace in the quiet. Let us find a quiet space to reflect and consider a story that may offer a different perspective, one that is often overlooked. The story of the British royal family, particularly of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, has been intensely scrutinised and dissected by many. But today, we are not here to reread the same tired chapters that have been told time and again. Instead, we gather to explore a new and rather unexpected development, one that might surprise you. It is a whisper of reconciliation, a rumour of advocacy from a quarter many had long since dismissed as silent, yet it speaks volumes. This is a story that invites us to pause, to look closer and to question the narratives we have been so readily fed, to seek the truth beneath the surface. So I invite you to settle in. Let the noise of the outside world fade away for a while and embrace the calm. In this space of thoughtful consideration, we might just find a glimmer of something we have all been missing, a sense of hope and a path toward greater compassion, understanding and unity. The story that has captured our attention is not just another royal headline, but something that has truly taken many by surprise. It is a surprising one indeed, challenging our expectations of the royal family and their internal dynamics. Recent reports suggest that Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has unexpectedly stepped forward as an advocate for Prince Harry and Meghan, a move few could have predicted. The issue at hand revolves around their royal titles, a subject that has sparked fierce debate and divided opinions for years, both within the palace and among the public. It is said that there have been ongoing discussions about whether to strip the Sussexes of these formal identifiers, a decision that carries significant weight and symbolism. For years, the narrative has been one of discord, a family fractured with deep divisions and public disagreements playing out on the world stage. Catherine has often been portrayed as a silent figure, someone who remains in the background, but now she is reportedly speaking up and making her voice heard. She believes that removing their titles would be perceived not only as petty and vindictive, but also as damaging to the royal family's image and unity. This new portrayal of Catherine suggests a strategic and thoughtful mind at work, one that is carefully considering the long-term health and reputation of the monarchy. Whatever the truth behind these reports, the very existence of this story shifts the narrative, forcing us all to reconsider what we thought we knew about the royal family and its most influential members. To understand the significance of this moment, we must look back. The discussion around stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles is not new. Ever since they stepped back from royal duties, there has been a campaign to punish them. The narrative has portrayed them as ungrateful, while the monarchy is depicted as the wounded party. For some, removing the titles feels like a necessary step to protect the crown's integrity. However, many see the focus on punishment as cruel, reinforcing the perception of a cold institution. Let us consider a fascinating paradox at the heart of the royal family's ongoing drama. If the intention behind removing Harry and Meghan's titles is to diminish their influence or silence their voices, it would likely have the opposite effect, fueling even more public interest and debate. Harry and Meghan have built a life independent of the royal institution, forging their own path in the world and establishing a global presence. Their success is no longer contingent on their royal status. It is built on their personal appeal, their ability to connect with people, and the causes they champion. Stripping them of their titles would only confirm their narrative, casting them as victims of a rigid and unyielding system, and perhaps even strengthening their public image. They would simply be Harry and Meghan, the couple who stood up to an ancient monarchy and chose authenticity over tradition. The monarchy would risk looking weak, defensive, and out of touch with the modern world, potentially alienating a new generation. Catherine's reported intervention seems astute, recognizing this complex truth and the delicate balance at play. By advocating for them to keep the titles, Catherine positions the monarchy as gracious, wise, and above petty disputes. It implies that true power lies in demonstrating grace and resilience even in the face of family divisions and public scrutiny, showing strength through compassion. What is the true motive behind Catherine's reported actions? Is this a genuine gesture of familial support or a strategic move to protect the monarchy? Catherine may see the ongoing conflict as damaging to the family. She may genuinely believe that stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles would be a cruel act. However, we cannot ignore the strategic implications. Advocating for the Sussexes is a savvy move, positioning her as a unifying figure. It counters the narrative of a cold firm and presents a compassionate monarchy. Whether personal or strategic, the outcome reframes the public conversation. As we consider Catherine's newfound role, we must acknowledge a poignant contrast. Meghan faced relentless negative media coverage, with little public support from the family. This past silence makes Catherine's current stance striking. Why advocate for titles now when there was no public defence of Meghan? Some might see it as too little, too late. The narrative of two brothers on opposing sides highlights a deep chasm. William's perspective is likely shaped by his sense of duty to the crown. He may see Harry's actions as a threat to the monarchy's stability. For him, removing the titles might feel necessary to safeguard the institution. It is a classic conflict between personal loyalty and institutional duty. The timing of these reports is no coincidence. They emerge as Prince Harry returns to the UK for the Invictus Games. This narrative, with Catherine as the peacemaker, could soften public perception. Ultimately, the debate over titles distracts from a fundamental truth. Harry and Meghan's impact is no longer defined by their royal connection. Their power comes from their voices and actions. Whether called Duke and Duchess or simply Harry and Meghan, their influence endures. We must question the motives behind the stories we are told. Let us choose understanding over division, compassion over condemnation. The story of this family reflects our own human condition, deserving of grace. So what do you think? Is Kate genuinely stepping in as the voice of reason, or is this just palace PR trying to soften her image while the firm plots in the background? Either way, Meghan and Harry don't need those titles. The world already knows who they are. Thanks for tuning in to Meghan and Harry Tales. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep standing with the Sussexes and keep questioning the headlines.